of Sri Sarada Devi and her divine play by Swami Chetanananda Maharaj. Hope you are enjoying our episodes. Today we are going to do chapter number 18, part of it. It is called Mahamaya's Maya, a very interesting topic. Like Sarada Devi was supposed to be Mahamaya herself. So let's read what Maharaj has written. What is Mahamaya's Maya? According to Vedanta, Brahman is existence, knowledge, bliss absolute, without name and form, free from the three gunas, sattva, rajas, and tamas. It is the unchanging reality beyond space, time, and causation. This is what is Brahman. The infinite Brahman becomes manifest as the finite universe and individual beings through its inscrutable power of Maya. Thus, the one becomes many. When Brahman is associated with its cosmic power of Maya, it is called Ishvara or God, or Mahamaya, the Divine Mother. In reality, Brahman and the Divine Mother are the same as fire and its power to burn. It is Mahamaya who creates, preserves, and destroys. She releases a soul through her Vidya Maya, the Maya of knowledge, and binds souls to the world through Avidya Maya, the Maya of ignorance. When religion falls into decline and irreligion prevails, God becomes incarnate, controlling his own Maya to preserve the eternal religion. God cannot take a form without Maya, but he is the ruler of Maya. When God takes a human form as an avatar, he or she does not come alone. If the avatar is male, he is accompanied by his Shakti or female counterpart, as well as a group of disciples who will carry out his mission. As Ramchandra came with Sita, Krishna with Radha, Buddha with Yashodhara, Chaitanya with Vishnupriya, so Ramakrishna came with Sharada. Ramakrishna was an incarnation of God, and Holy Mother was an incarnation of the Divine Mother. Holy Mother said on many occasions, "The Master and I are one." Maya makes it possible to function in this world. When the mind is free from Maya, free from attachment to the world, it merges into Samadhi. This happened to Holy Mother. After Master passed away in 1886, she lost her attachment to the world and felt no reason to remain. She regained some peace of mind during her pilgrimage and by practicing the Panchatapa. She then followed the master's advice to stay in Kamarpukur and practice austerities there. Afterwards, she stayed with her mother and brother's families in Jairambati. Over the years, she traveled back and forth between Jairambati and Calcutta and initiated many people. From 1887 to 1899, her mind remained detached. She said, "At that time, I did not care for anything in this world. My mind was full of renunciation and was soaring high. I did not feel any point in living longer, so I was praying to depart from this world." During this period, the mother had very little body consciousness and was in an aesthetic mood most of the time. Golapma and Yoginma would make her sit when the devotees came to pay their respects to her. She was indifferent to household activities and her mind was focused on her real nature. The master appeared before her on many occasions and told her, "You stay. You have many things to do. I have helped only a few people. You will have to help many more. They will come to you." Holy Mother said, "After that, I resolved to keep my body. But Providence also planned to tie her mind with a strong attachment so that she could continue her divine mission. Mother embraces her own Maya. Holy Mother was very fond of her youngest brother, Abhay. For some time, he lived with M's family and went to school in Calcutta. After graduating from school, he entered Campbell Medical School and became friendly with the monastic disciples of Ramakrishna. Swami Brahmananda helped him buy medical books. Swami Vivekananda remarked, I didn't know that mother had such an intelligent brother. Her other brothers were mere priests, practically illiterate and always asking for their priestly fees. Two of Holy Mother's other brothers, Prasanna and Barada, lived at that time in a rented house in Chorbagan, Calcutta, performing rituals in private homes to support their families. Soon after obtaining his medical degree, Abhay contracted cholera. Swami Sardanand and Prakashananda cared for him in his brother's residence. When Holy Mother went to see him, she sat at Abhay's side, held his head on her lap, and began to caress his hair. Abhay kept his eyes on his sister's face and said plaintively, Sister, I am going. They are left behind. Please keep an eye on them. Abhay passed away on 2nd August 1899. Abhay's wife, Surabala, was pregnant at that time and living in her father's house. She was an unfortunate woman, having lost her mother when she was very young. Now she lost her husband, and shortly thereafter, she lost her grandmother and aunt who had raised her. Her mind broke under the strain of so much grief. In October 1899, Holy Mother left Calcutta for Jairam Bati and brought Surabala to stay with her. On 26 January 1900, Surabala gave birth to a baby girl who was named Radharani and called Radhu or Radhi. Responsibility for caring for this baby fell on Holy Mother since Surabala was mentally incompetent. In February 1900, Swami Achalananda and a woman devotee named Kusum came from Varanasi to visit Holy Mother. Kusum volunteered to care for the infant and stayed in Jairam Bati for 5 months. This was a great relief to Holy Mother. Although Holy Mother mainly lived in Jairam Bati during this period, she visited Kamarpukur from time to time. Once in Kamarpukur, she had an attack of cholera and became bedridden. Her maid, Shagorma, cared for her devoutly. Pleased with her loving service, Holy Mother blessed her, saying, You will never suffer from lack of food or clothing. The news of her cholera was sent to Belur Mutt and Jairam Bati. When the mother was a little better, her brother Kali Kumar took her to Jairam Bati by bullock cart. Within 3 or 4 days, Swami Trigunatita and another monk from Belur Mutt arrived at Jairam Bati, hoping to take her to Calcutta. But the mother would not go, as she had recuperated from her illness. In October 1900, Holy Mother returned to Calcutta with her uncle Surabala, Radhu, and Aunt Bhanu, a neighbor and long-time friend. At that time, Nivedita's school was moved from number 16 Bospara Lane to number 17, and Holy Mother's devotees rented the house at 16 Bospara Lane for her household. Kusum continued to care for Radhu. Holy Mother's uncle became the guardian of the household, and Golap Ma lived with the mother whenever she was in Calcutta. Holy Mother practiced japa and meditation with her women devotees, and Swamis Trigunatitananda and Sardananda looked after her needs. According to the diary of Belur Mutt on 24th February 1901, Holy Mother attended Sri Ramakrishna's birth anniversary at Belur Mutt. In October 1901, Swamiji invited Holy Mother to attend the first Durga Puja held at Belur Mutt and for her convenience arranged for her to stay at Nilambar Babu's house, which was close to the monastery grounds. The mother and her companions attended the worship festival from 18 to 22nd October 1901. One day, Holy Mother said to Surabala, "Look, one should always do something. Work keeps the body strong and the mind pure." She said to Aunt Bhanu, "You remember previously when I was in Jairambati, I was engaged in household work day and night." Holy Mother took Surabala's hands and said, "Look, Golap is busy all the time. One can cut the bonds of attachment by performing action, and then comes non attachment. One should not live without performing action even for a moment." So Surabala began to do some housework. Thus, the mother's household ran smoothly for a year. Once late at night, Surabala went to the bathroom downstairs and with a lamp in her hand and saw a thief break a window and enter the kitchen. She screamed and then fainted as the thief ran away. Members of the household rushed to the kitchen and revived Surabala. But this incident made her mental condition worse. Holy Mother decided to return to Jairambati with Surabala and Radhu. Yoginma then suggested that Radhu and her mother should be sent to Jairambati and a nurse should be engaged to look after Radhu. The Calcutta devotees would bear their expenses, but Holy Mother should stay in Calcutta. Holy Mother listened to Yoginma's suggestion but did not respond. She had had a vision of Radhu in Jairambati being treated carelessly by her insane mother and saw that the baby's life was in danger. She later described her vision. "While I was performing my morning worship in Calcutta, I saw various scenes in which Radhu was in a horrible situation, as one sees the change of drop scenes in a theatre. I saw Radhu's mother in a pitiful condition. She threw a little puffed rice to Radhu, who ate the rice, dirtied by the dust and straw in the courtyard. Surabala tied red and blue threads around her arms like a crazy woman. The other children of the family were eating puffed rice with sweets. Having these visions one after another, I felt as if I were drowning, as if someone were forcefully holding me underwater. I realized Radhu's condition would be like that if I left her with her mother. This vision so upset the mother that she left her asan and went to Yoginma, told her what she had seen, and said that it was not possible for her to stay in Calcutta without Radhu. Holy Mother, Surabala, Radhu, and Neel Madhav returned to Jairambati in April 1901. Later one day in Jairambati, Holy Mother narrated the following vision that she had of Yogmaya to Kedar Datta, later Swami Keshavananda. She said, "After the Master's passing away, I felt that my life was empty. I was praying to the Master, asking why I should keep my body. Suddenly, in a vision, I saw a girl of 10 or 12 years old, dressed in a red cloth, moving about in front of me. Immediately the Master appeared, pointed to the girl and said, 'Take her as a support and live. Many spiritual seekers will come to you.' The next moment, both he and the girl disappeared. Another time, I was seated on the same facing the west, and I saw Surabala, who was then totally insane, dragging some cotton shawls and saris under her arm to the other side of the courtyard. Crawling behind her was Radhu crying. As I watched this scene, I shuddered and my heart was pierced with antagonizing pain. I ran to Radhu, held her in my arms. I thought, ah, who will look after the poor thing if I do not? Her father is dead and her mother is insane. Immediately the master appeared and said, "This is the girl you saw before. Take her as a support. She is Yog Maya." As soon as Holy Mother took Radhu in her arms, Maya entered her divine body, meaning that her mind became drawn to worldly affairs. She told a monk, "There was no Maya in my body before Radhu's birth. The very moment I took Radhu in my arms, Maya entered me." Holy Mother's life became inextricably entwined with Radhu's. They were almost inseparable. The mother fed her like her little niece, dressed her, entertained her, and put her to bed. To outsiders, she appeared to be totally attached to Radhu. One day, Swami Vishwarananda, a disciple, said to her, "Mother, why are you so obsessed with Radhu? Day and night you talk of nothing but Radhu. You seem to be terribly entangled in the world. Many devotees come to you and you pay no heed to them. Is such attachment good for you?" Holy Mother had heard similar complaints before and had always said with her usual humility, "We are women and I follow my womanly nature." But this time she replied in a rather animated voice, "Where will you find another like me? Try and see. Let me tell you something. Those who constantly contemplate the supreme reality develop a subtle and pure mind. Whatever object such a mind takes hold of, it clings to with tenacity. People regard this as an attachment. When lightning strikes a building, the flash is seen in the glass panes and not in the wooden shutters. On another occasion, she remarked, "This constant doting of mine on Radhu is a form of attachment, but I can sever it this very moment by my mere wish. I do not do so only out of compassion. How can Maya bind me?" Holy Mother's visions concerning Radhu gave her a reason to live and allowed her to resume her active life. We will read this chapter only till here today. We will come back with the next part of it in the next episode. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Do stay tuned to Devakshar, like and share our videos, and do subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for being with us. Namaskar.